Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conarger here. Welcome back to Formula 1 2018 for race number 4 of season number 2 at Baku. I'm very excited. We're going to go to qualifying here after an abysmal practice session earlier, including a first session that got rained out, a second session that I got one program done, and then the AI driver that brings the car back to the pits crashed into a stranded car on track and totaled the car. And then in session 3, I totaled the car during one of the practice programs. Just to give you a hint as to how things are going. How things are going as far as the car progress, though, we on top. The Haas car is now the #1 car on the grid, and we're about to make a mockery of that. Let's go qualify and see how we can do. I don't want to say we squeaked through Q1, but we squeaked through Q1. So I had not quite decided before this, was I going to do a parts scavenging weekend here? Was I going to just abandon qualifying and take a bunch of penalties and get parts for the next races and have them for later in the season?
We should consider getting out there.
And I still don't know. It depends how things go in this session. If I make it to Q3, if I make it out of this session, then no, I'm not going to take penalties. I'm going to start as good as I can and try to push for as many points as I can here. If I don't, then I think I will take penalties here and try to have extra parts for the rest of our season. It's all going to come down to this lap. So much understeer through there. What's frustrating to me is of the three, of Baku, Monaco, and Singapore, I quite like this track. I think it's cool. I want to do well here. Unfortunately, in my humble opinion, I do believe Codemasters has completely messed up the balance. The things that I see the AI cars do here, I simply cannot match. I physically cannot get the car to do what they do in many of the sections, so I'm just kind of trapped in this bubble of, well, make the most of it, and that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully making the most of it is at least not DNFing in the race. Very nearly DNF'd it right there. That's probably also a pretty major time loss. Okay, that's the section where I pretty much have destroyed every car I've driven here, ever. DRS. We have enough battery power. I don't think we're going to be in the 9s. 9-7. It's not impossible we'll make it through, but it's not super likely either. We'll find out. Well, I am tickled pink. I did not think that was going to happen. P8 in Q2, we move on to Q3, so that pretty much seals it. I've got to try and do my best here and score as many points today as possible to make up for the fact that we're going to be having more parts failures later in the season. A lot of pressure on that. Alright, here we go. At least out for a first Q3 flyer. Still a lot of time on the track, but I felt like it was a pretty comfortable lap. So I might not have to push quite as hard as I thought I did. So I'm going to try and do basically the mirror of that lap, but without the slide in it. Easier said than done. Pretty good. Tire wear is always a big thing here as well, and tire heat. management. But more than anything, it's management of not hitting the wing on the wall. Because once you have aero damage here, oh, it's rough. Pretty conservative through there, but a bit of a slide. Just really was not happy through there for reasons I don't fully understand. I thought that was pretty easy. Well, better right there at least. That was a weird turn to overdrive. This might barely be a 39. Odds are I'm going to go out and do another one though. These walls, they get so close so fast. As you can tell, I'm not using track IR here. That's something that I don't do at the city tracks basically because it freaks me out. 39.8, so a little bit slower, but we'll make another stab at it. See what we can do. Alright, here we go, everybody. Hold on to your butts. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Well, we didn't overdrive turn 1. How was that slower? I thought that was great. Overdrove it. That was it. That was it. We'll see where that puts us. Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Vettel, Red, Magnussen, and Nico Hülkenberg, Sainz, Ocon, Charles Leclerc and Stroll, Alonso, Gasly, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Marcus Ericsson. Hartley and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid.
After the podium last race, people are expecting a lot from you this weekend, but it's going to be tough from here.
They're going to be disappointed. Alright, race strategy. 4 on the Ultras and then to 13 on the Supers. Does that look like a short race to anybody? That's because it's going to be a short race, everybody. Oh man, after doing 4 back-to-back races, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't put myself through it. Please forgive me. And we'll see if we even make it to lap 13, to be honest. Alright, let's do this. Okay, this is really not the worst starting position, and honestly, if we can keep the nose clean, we could actually have ourselves a nice race here. Okay, not terrible, not terrible. Let's keep our nose out of that battle. Alright, we're currently 7th. Not too bad. I usually do a little better here when I have somebody to follow. No pressure from behind, so I'm keeping it kind of easy. Easy on the tires as well. These two are going at it in front of me. I'm just going to be hyper-focused for these 13 laps. Bear with me. I promise I'll make it up to you at another track, on another day. Oh, jeez. I thought that was it. That we were done for. Lots of problems with this turn. I would love to give this race, like, a serious maximum effort someday, it would take hours, literally hours of practicing, I think. This one, Monaco, and Singapore. All three, I want to do well at them. I want to have the time to be able to dedicate to them and
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
be able to run good races. It's just not something that's been happening for me recently. These two are going at it right now. That's gonna open up a window for me right here if I hadn't been blocked. Boy, this is fun to watch. And get caught up in, unfortunately. Okay. Castle section. So far, so good. You get tons of battery energy here, so you get to use a lot of power for a long time. Stop and just locked him up right there. DRS is not active yet. Oh, I hate that turn so much. Come on, car, go! It's a three-way draft right now.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? What did you just say? That had to have been because of draft or something, right? DRS here, he will be as well. I'm not going to close on Perez too quickly, though.
Brilliant. Nice move.
It's Jeff. Assuming we do make it to the end of this one, everyone's going to assume that we didn't because of the race distance and the video length. Perez just locked him up. I hate this now. I don't have anybody to follow. Why did you have to do this, Perez? You know what it is? I started heavy on fuel and I've just been rich mixing and max battering. That's probably what was giving me those quick laps. Now we're going to be on the opposite side of the DRS. Here he comes, there he goes. Will it be one or will it be two?
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
Alright. Easy on the curves now. The good news is I think we have a Ferrari behind us, so helps us a little bit in points. The bad news is Magnussen's not doing too great today either. Not a great toss track apparently. A little slippery there. This track gives me that constant frog in the throat feeling. I hate it. I hope a bunch of these cars are fitting with me. I like the safety net of having cars around me here. I would imagine they are.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
Okay. Hopefully I can follow him onto pit road, because it's kind of a treacherous pit road to get on. Seems like Perez probably is. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. One of the Williams out of the race. Magnussen sent fast lap, okay. He's out on his own. Maybe he can do some undercutting here while out in free traffic. Get a position or two.
Go, go, go.
I think we, yeah, are in front of Verstappen.
Up to speed
Very nice.
now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
I think the way it releases you there. Okay, okay, this is so far so good. Can you hear the uneasiness in my voice though? I just know it's all gonna go wrong. Eventually. My brain keeps thinking about stupid things right now instead of trying to focus on this race and this track. But I have this really stupid idea of doing some kind of like challenge where after this season, most likely it'll be a 2-season series. I don't know. It depends. It depends. We might do 3 seasons. I'm not
Some
sure.
information on Ocon. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
More cars drop out, the better. Madison's pitting now.
Kevin is in for his stop.
But I'm thinking, like, after this season, what if we did some kind of challenge where I had to do a 100% race at one of these 3 tracks? I'd have to have some kind of reward for it or something to justify attempting it. Not sure what that thing would be, but it's an idea. And then I could use that to kind of make up for me bailing on doing the 50% races here.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
I imagine that's what everybody's doing. You know what's weird is these laps I'm turning are basically the same laps I was turning in practice, but those times were just like completely irrelevant. Like I was, to give you a little bit of an idea, I did the qualifying program. My lap was 2.5 seconds off of the good time, not the perfect, the good time. So we couldn't even say we were having a good time. So it definitely seems like the goalposts shift a little bit once it's race time. The AI kind of chill out a little bit on their exorbitant speed. Sniffing a little draft here. Oh, we got DRS. We're gonna be going real
Just
fast.
the fastest lap of the race so far.
Well, now I have. So there. So there. Seems like myself and Magnussen actually did really well with the pit stop sequence. Moving on up. Interesting to see the Red Bulls behind me. I thought this would be a track they did really well with. However, it's actually the Mercedes, I believe, that has the best chassis, and Red Bull has the best aero. So maybe that's why the order is as it is today. Our car is actually kind of in the middle of all of that. It doesn't actually have the best of any of the three, power, chassis, or aero. It just has the best balance of the three versus the other teams. I struggled to get back to the gas there. Don't think I'm in DRS range. I don't think I'm also in DRS attack range right now either. Oh, I did get DRS. I'm surprised.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Magnussen fast lap of the day. Interesting. A very good draft there is probably what did it. Draft and DRS and no attack. Sitting here on lap 8.
Hamilton's out in front.
I was I was in the process of saying, sitting here on lap 8, I kind of regret not doing the 50% distance. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know my voice is going to appreciate it. It's been working too hard. Now we're definitely going to be under DRS attack. And we got no draft to help us. Hey. Fuel. Use this fuel, Cone. You got so much. And here we go. Oh, the back end came out on me there. That was rough. Hey, Magnussen got around Ricardo. Okay, can the both of us get around Verstappen? If I can root Verstappen out of a turn, it's possible. I gotta try not to get rooted out of the way by K-Mag either. Just taking it very easy on the brakes here. This isn't a section where you pass people or even really make up time. It's a section where you lose time and cars. See, at the end of the day, I do think this is an enjoyable track. It's actually really cool. That wasn't too cool.
Nice work. That brings you up a place.
Oh, I didn't get DRS because I passed him before the line? I don't know how. I don't know how
There's 5
we didn't
laps
just crash.
remaining.
Well, it's not over yet.
The gap to the car behind is 7.7 seconds.
Oh, I thought there was no way he made that turn. I have the biggest scowl on my face right now. Just let him go through here. Let him go. And try and chase him down. Just need to make him overdrive that turn. Not quite. Get a good exit here. Nice, nice. Okay, we're gonna be in the draft. We'll be able to get back around him here. Okay, this time I did get it. So much speed into turn one. Alright, now we need the Red Bull boys to battle. I still do not know how we didn't crash. I just managed to like lock up the fronts enough to get it to stop sliding. It was truly bizarre. I'm a little flustered now, especially being the lead car, not the chase car.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
If I were to wreck now, it would be the longest string of explosives that humankind has ever seen. They have a decent gap. I see them closing at a hideous rate. This is such a long straightaway.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.9 seconds.
Oh, I bet you he's enjoying that. How about you go get a podium, mister? I got places to be. Alright. Doing good. Doing good. Driving nice and smart. That's a purple sector 1, even though I overdrove this turn. Take the good with the bad. Basically just said screw that curve. This one too. Alright. There we go. One more DRS attack here. He's not super close, but he is there. Let's bring him up to mode 3. And fuel to leave it in rich. Looks like we're good.
This is your final lap of the race.
Don't overdrive turn 1. He is there now. He'll have DRS again down here. Unless he's on my gearbox, he won't be able to get beside us. Okay.
Not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer.
Shut up,
We're
Jeff.
about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Get up. Nice and
There's
easy.
only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Alright, I get it. Oh, he's right on us. I think we might get DRS screwed. It's going to be a drag race. Might as well go to mode 4. Hamilton runs fast lap of the day and last lap, just to screw my fast lap over, basically. Alright, who's it gonna be? I don't think he's got it. I don't think he had enough of a run out of the last turn.
Okay, we're all a bit gutted with that result. But let's work hard and we'll get it together for the next race.
I hate you, Jeff. I hate you so much.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
Looks a little bit more standard up front.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a
Ooh,
poor
yeah, it
result
has.
for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, he had a great drive today, somewhat unexpected maybe, but I'm going to go for Kevin Magnussen. Quick, clean, and in control. It was everything you could ask for.
And now
Totally
let's take a
in
look
control.
at the constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging
Oh,
pack.
yeah.
Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
You know what? We lived. And that's good enough. Thank you as always for watching. I feel a little guilty about not doing the 50% race now. I kind of wish I had. But physically and mentally, it's probably better for my health. And as you can tell, my voice is gone. So I'll see you next time when I'll be just fresh and spry and ready to be back at it because I won't have to record 4 of these in a day.